State of Michigan, where it snows last month. So, as our guide told you, we covered a lot of ground the last few days. What he didn't tell you is that about 200 of the 250 kilometers that we paddled were off the Canadian Shield, so there were no rocks at all. That means that the campsites we were on were pretty much all swamp. Not that fun at all. So, one day when we woke up, it was freezing cold. We had all of our layers on. I had 2 layers of long underwear on under my thickies, and my thick Under Armour under my wool jacket, and it was absolutely freezing. And we came down to load up our boats, and to the left and right was this thick mist that was just the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. We loaded up our boats and paddled. Maybe, we just went with the current, which was ridiculously strong on the Winnisk. And off in the distance, I see Eric Meller and Will Perry paddling back up so they weren't so far down. And the silhouettes of them in this mist, it was gorgeous. So this was the last day that we had to paddle a obscenely large distance. And Booze and Hart, who was always first, would start to disappear in the mist. All I could think was that I really hope that the Canadian Shield doesn't appear again and that there's no rocks to hit, because I can't see anything. Finally, probably at about 10 o'clock in the morning, the mist opened up to this beautiful, beautiful still swamp. So, we kept doing that, and after lunch, we finally got to what we were looking for, and that was this actually beautiful gorge that we were promised would lead us to Keewaydin, and it did. So for the rest of the day, we were on this gorge, and left and right, huge cliffs, and it was great to have some rapids again. We finally pulled into Keewaydin, unloaded all our stuff, and on our way back to get our second load, because we were promised that the settlement was pretty close by, a man pulled up in a police car, and with a police officer behind the wheel. They both got out and introduced themselves. One was named George and one was named Clinton. George was a little bit older, and really nice people. So they said, oh yeah, the settlement's just about, a kilometer around the corner if you just want to go to right there. So we decided, why not? Let's go get our loads back. And George looked at me, looked at our section, and what he said right then really brought home what I had experienced from my first year as a Mattawa 11-year-old to my final year here as a camper on Section A. He looked us in the eyes. He said, "You're home, boys. Welcome home."